Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Do you know what, guys? I think it's spring. I think it has come. It's so lovely. And it's about time too, don't you think? We had the most miserable March here. You wouldn't believe. But we did have one nice day, at least we did here in Somerset. I don't think it was so good in Kent where the rest of my family are. Well, it's nearly a couple of weeks ago now. For Mothering Sunday, I know it's a different date in America, so don't be too confused. We just had one really lovely day and the kids treated me to a day out and it was just, oh, it was wonderful. It was one of the best days of, definitely the best day of the year so far. It really was.
Beautiful.
We went to a posh dinner, we had a lovely roast, a Sunday roast, and then we went to a craft shop where I did a little bit of art shopping. I've bought a couple of things. I don't know if they're of any interest to you whatsoever, but I bought a blending medium for slow drying watercolours, which I'm going to use for my gouache. I bought a new, oh, where has it gone? It was here just now. Oh, it was here just now, but you know what my desk is like. A new paintbrush, just a really nice little thin one because I'm always struggling to find a brush to do all the little details. And then I also bought actual art board, so rather than paper they're boards. And I'm going to experiment because I'm starting to think about how my things might be displayed, you know, because I would rather, if I can, avoid needing frames under glass. So I'm experimenting with different things and I'll probably experiment with gluing or taping paper onto board. I don't know. We'll see. That's for the future.
Happy Mother's Day!
Num 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 num.
And it was just really nice looking around an art shop. and then after that we were meant to have our pudding there, but the tea shop shut literally, well, it must have been open when we got there, but it shut 5 minutes before we finished browsing the art shop, so we missed our chance for a tea at that place. But it worked out for the best because we ended up going to Lytes Cary Manor, which is this lovely National Trust old house. And we had a chocolate brownie. I think the kids had cake and it was very, very nice. And then we could walk around their gardens and it was a little chilly by then and there were hardly any plants to see yet. But it was just still so nice to have that nice fresh spring air, you know, and it wasn't dark. It was just nice. So yeah, lovely day. And this is me. I am shades of purple. I am quiet and calm lilac. I am strong and creative violet. I am slow and gentle mauve. I am magical amethyst. Always dreaming. I dance in an inspirational sunset. I sleep in the deep reflective sea. Occasionally I am yellow, bright, happy, energetic. And when those moments come, I cherish them like fleeting spring daffodils. If you were a colour, what would you be? Let me know in the comments. Do you have a colour for your aura? Do you really associate yourself with a particular colour? I'd love to know. Let me know what colour you are in the comments below. So we've been in a little bit of a state of disarray in this house lately. A few weeks ago they came and put scaffolding up all one side of the house, this side that I look out at, which is spoiling the view, which is a shame, but never mind. Because we were going to get solar panels put on the roof to, you know, everybody's worried about the price of electricity going up, and we thought it's an investment worth doing. The scaffolders came yesterday, a day earlier than expected, which was a bit of a palaver getting all the cars moved out the way and everything moved out the way. We've lived here for almost 15 years. I think this is the first time we've had a car in the garage. Very much just. So yeah, there should be space for them to come with all their bits and pieces tomorrow. That was all arranged, all organised. It was actually all planned for last summer. I think we paid our deposit last summer and then they couldn't get the battery or something. It's just been pushed and pushed and pushed. They finally had all the equipment, came here, went up on the roof and said no, they can't do it because the roof is falling apart. Apparently we need a new roof. All the slates have just come to the end of their life. So we're a bit stuck at the moment. We're waiting for quotes to come in for getting that done. So it's all just a bit of a pain because they came and they've done the battery for it, which we are using to charge at night with a cheap rate and then using it during the day instead of the expensive rate during the day. So it's at least we're getting some benefit from it at the moment. But of course all the time there's people here, we had to clear where we hang all of our coats in the hallway because they were coming in that door. So the coats are all currently stacked on the chair in the living room, and Chris made a cupboard. He's done it really well actually. It was at my request that he use pallet wood because I really like the pallet wood cupboards that he made for our camper van. So he made like this big flat cupboard to cover all the horrible bits. We've got so many horrible bits because I mean goodness knows when this house was, I don't think it's ever been rewired, so it was probably wired when electricity first got invented and has never been properly done since. So I'm really happy that Chris has managed to cover this up. It did mean a new bookcase, but a really nice one came up on Facebook Marketplace. That actually turned out really well because it's much nicer than the old one. It's all been a bit of an upheaval. Not much of an upheaval, I suppose not really much of an upheaval, but you know what I mean. A little bit disorientating. I had to empty everything out of the airing cupboard and put it in the guest room because they were doing work in the airing cupboard. And so my parents had just been to visit and they had to put up with that stacked in their room, so they didn't have a lot of space. So that was a bit of a shame. But I hope we're going to get that sorted this month. But I'll keep you updated because I guess there might be people out there interested in getting solar energy to their homes. So it's really funny, these are both, this one and the purple one, the purple sunset one, are both of Godrevy from photos I've taken there in Cornwall. I am really missing Cornwall. I'm so desperate to go there again, but I don't think we're going to manage it now until summer because we've got another trip planned to the Cotswolds soon. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, they're both of Godrevy. They've come out really different. But it's really odd because I sort of did it in a similar method really, similar materials and stuff, but this one is on cotton paper, posh cotton paper. I managed to buy this massive job lot of Whatman's watercolour paper, 100% cotton, and I thought it was about time I gave it a try, and it is quite a different kettle of fish. If you've never done watercolours on cotton paper, it's quite different. So then after that I went and tried some of my other sort of watercolourish supplies and had a go on the different papers. So this one is like normal watercolour paper and this one is the cotton paper, and yeah, it's quite different. I think I actually prefer the normal paper to the cotton, but I bought some other cotton paper. Oh my gosh, it's expensive. It's expensive stuff. But this one I thought was quite grainy, but I thought maybe that's because it's old. I expect paper brands do vary the paper quite a lot, so I've bought some Arches to try. That seems to be one of the most popular types of cotton paper, but I've got a feeling I'm gonna like just your regular Daleroni Aquafine, which is what this is. I like the unevenness, you know. I kind of not sure if I like it as even as it is there. We'll see. I will try, because I've got 80 sheets of this one, so I'm gonna have to get used to it. There's so much still to learn about art, I'm finding. Hopefully there will be for a long time to come, because it is fun exploring new things and finding out new things. Oh, speaking of which, God, I've got masking tape everywhere from taping the paper to the desk. For Christmas, Chris bought me a set of Dr. P.H. Martin liquid watercolours in Radiance. I've only just had a chance to give them a go, and so I did. I only used one colour because it was just so intense. I'd also bought from eBay actually this watercolour card pad, and I thought, well, I'll kill two birds in one stone and paint some cards while I'm at it. So yeah, and it just lasted, and like there's one drop of this, I suppose you'd call it watercolour ink really, lasted and lasted. There's some more flowers here, oh, and some background some more background. It was incredible. So this is another product I'm gonna try, and there's another one. Yeah, I'm really excited. They're so vibrant. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Yeah, love it. So I'm a fan of those for sure. I just need to figure out sort of how to use some of these products in my style of work. Well, I hope this lovely weather lasts, because Chris and I are hoping to get into the lower garden to finish that off. We must have had a little dry spell, perhaps at the beginning of March, end of February. We had a couple of days and we got out there and we cut loads of the willow down. So this is the before shot. It's made such a difference, but it was getting a bit out of hand, and in fact there's still a couple there. We've only got this tiny little sort of pretend chainsaw. The blade is only like this long, but we've got one that's growing so tall it's getting quite close to an overhead cable. So I think we need to borrow a chainsaw or something. We used to have a chainsaw, but I can't remember what happened to it. Yeah, so we've got that job to do, but we've got to clear it up. We've moved the trampoline, the kids' old trampoline. We need to get rid of that. We need to take that apart and get rid of that. There's so many jobs to do still outside the house, but now that it's warming up, it's back to that. Yeah, if you're new here, you might not have seen last year in the summer, we did so much work to the outside of the house that it was just getting so overgrown. We've still got the garage roof to sort, because we thought getting new windows in would make the garage quite watertight, but no, I think because we pulled the ivy away, created holes or something, and there's a lot of water coming in the garage, which is such a shame after all the work we did, and Chris was so happy with it, but there's water coming in. We've got that to sort out too. There's so many jobs to do around here. It's a little bit overwhelming at times, but one thing at a time. We will get there, but we do need to sort out the rest of that willow. So while I'm here, in case I forget while I'm outside, I'm going to assume I'm going to finish off this video with the end of the willow cutting and sorting, or at least not the end of it, but the next part of it. and so I shall say goodbye here, and thank you very much for watching and spending your time with me. I do appreciate it. The cat is trying to get out and the dog is ready for his walk, so it's a good time for me to end the video here. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. So we've just got a couple of really tall ones we need to get ropes around, and then we've lopped them all off. Oh, Merlin. So the memory card ran out earlier, so that's why I haven't got many clips. And I've gone to get changed because it was too hot. It's actually quite a nice day. Right, cracking on.